ISIS has lost its final stronghold in Syria after a desperate battle which saw the so-called caliphate send female fighters to the front line. Syrian Democratic Forces declared a total elimination of the jihadist group this morning after flushing out diehard jihadists from their very last holdout in Baghouz. The terrorist group's bloody last stand saw fanatics hiding in caves as US-backed forces launched airstrikes overnight on Thursday. President Donald Trump declared victory over the self-declared caliphate, which once sprawled across much of Syria and neighboring Iraq, yesterday. After showing off an upside-down before and after map of the area comparing their territory on Election Day versus Friday, he handed the paper to a journalist, saying, "You guys can have the map." Congratulations. You'll spread it around. In the final days of the caliphate, official footage released by ISIS appears to show women in burqas firing AK-47s at the SDF. Until now, women have been stopped from joining ISIS forces on the front line as it is considered taboo. Devorah Margolin, a war studies analyst at King's College London, told The Telegraph, ISIL has always been adamant that women should participate in violence only under circumstances of defensive jihad, or in simpler terms, only when Muslim lands are under attack, and it is strategically necessary. The loss of physical territory for them really seems to have been the final straw. Mustafa Bali, a spokesman for the Syrian Democratic Forces, tweeted that Baghouz is free and the military victory against Daesh has been achieved, referring to the group by its Arabic acronym. Bali said the so-called caliphate is gone and pledged to continue the fight against remnants of the extremist group until they are completely eradicated. The announcement marks the end of a 4.5-year campaign by an array of forces against the extremist group, which at its height in 2014 ruled an area the size of the United Kingdom, including several major cities and towns. The group no longer controls any territory in Syria or Iraq, but continues to carry out insurgent attacks in both countries. It also maintains affiliates in Egypt, Sinai Peninsula, Afghanistan and elsewhere. The Kurdish-led SDF had been predicting imminent victory for days, but while thousands of the terrorists had fled, a few were still hiding in the Syrian village. The force has been battling for weeks to defeat Islamic State at the Baghouz enclave in southeastern Syria at the Iraqi border.